We have a really awesome question today, one that's been coming up consistently within our training here at Performance Unlimited. I was just talking with an athlete of ours that was asking, hey, how fast should I actually lift? And I think that's a question that often gets glossed over and one that we all assume we know, but it's so critical to your success within your training is understanding, okay, based on the exercises that I have, how fast should I actually be going through the specific repetitions that I have programmed for me that day? So let's dive into this a little bit more. So quick disclaimer, this video is assuming that your technique with the exercises you're doing is spot on. If you don't have the right technique, none of this tempo stuff really is gonna ultimately matter because the safety of your body going through exercise is always the priority. And if we don't use the proper technique, we're not getting what we actually want to out of the exercises at hand. Like anything in the fitness training realm, it seems like the typical answer is, well, it depends. And in this case, it totally does. It depends on two main things, I would say. One, what is your actual objective with the exercise? And we'll dive into that here in a second. And the second piece of that is, what is your actual goal or intent from the training program? So what's the actual goal of the exercise and what's your intent within your entire training program? When we talk about the goal of the exercise, really it boils down to two simple things. Are we shooting for more of a strength or hypertrophy style exercise or more of a power, athletic, speed type exercise? I really made that pretty simple with those two categories, but I think it can be that simple of, hey, are we trying to work towards improving our ability to lift heavier or improve our ability to affect how our body adapts to the training? Or do we have more of a focus on, hey, I want to be more explosive on the field, I want to be able to change directions more effectively, or I want to be able to be explosive in my ability to hit a golf ball, tennis shot, whatever it may be based on the sport I'm playing. So here's what I mean by that. If you have more of the strength, hypertrophy-oriented goal, right? You want to use training as a way to change how your body looks, what we call body composition, or how you are continuing to improve within some of the numbers and load that you're using, you may want to use a slower lifting tempo. When we use a slower lifting tempo with the weight that we have, it challenges the body to recruit more to get the task accomplished. So without diving into some fancy science lecture here, just know when we use a slower tempo, we gotta use and apply more effort inside our muscle fibers that are helping us get the job done. This is good. This is what helps lead to some of the muscular adaptation. Now by slow, I'm not talking about 10, 15 seconds on the way down, although some people might call or use that strategy. But we're talking with, and it can be as simple as just a down, let's say we're using a bench press, a down 1, 2, up 1, 2, that simple. Now, if we have more of a intent around explosiveness, speed, power, we want it to transfer to our sport, then the intent is all on velocity and being as quick and powerful as we can. The reason for that is because that is specific to what we want to do outside of the gym. So we want to train in that specific way. So there, we want to be as explosive and as fast as we possibly can through some of the lifts that we're going through. And you can have varying tempos within your actual training program. Let's say you have some jumps and medicine ball throws at the beginning. We want to be a little bit more intentional around the velocity that we're moving at. But then let's say later in the program, we shift to more things like push-ups, squats, bench press, deadlifts. There, our intent should be around slowing the tempo down and focus on loading it up. And that ties this whole thing together. So now you understand how the speed at which you lift in affects the outcome of the exercises that you're doing. If you got value out of this video, two things. One, like the video, help your boy out. Two, give this video a watch. We think it's gonna expand on this topic even a little bit more.